Hello guys, it's GLAT here, and in today's video I will be showing you a cheap and effective counter to GL Ahsoka Tano using the new Krennic Datacron. To do this you will need the new Bad Batch team at relics. I would recommend at least relic 5 to 7 if you have good mods, otherwise you are going to have to put some more relic levels on the team. My team is R8 and R9 due to raid purposes. As always guys, all my mods will be shown at the end of the video. That includes Datacrons and my opponent's mods and DCs. Turn order is very important for this counter. You're going to need Echo to go first, and that is followed by Hunter, then Omega, and this is because you need to be removing the taunt. If you don't do this, it's not easy to get around that. Now this could also be achieved by having a faster Batcher. However, I would say it's more important to have offense on him, otherwise you aren't guaranteed the kill on EZRA. Now when looking at the mods at the end, please feel free to change the potency cross to offense on Batcher if you're struggling, especially if you have those low relic levels. But if you can still win, even if it's a little bit dicey, keeping the potency cross, I do really recommend keeping that instead for general use. Now guys, this video does cover 3 battles. Now the first one you're going to be seeing is a loss, and the other 2 are going to be wins. Now I do like to include the losses just to show you guys that does go wrong. It can sometimes go wrong. There's nothing wrong with a counter sometimes failing. Unless you're using a very hard counter such as C versus JML, you are sometimes going to encounter losses. Now it could be for any reason. So that's why I like to include them in these counter videos, because these obviously are off meta counters. But however, when it does go wrong, it does leave easy cleanups, because most of the time EZRA is still gonna die unless you have those low relic levels and bad mods, and then he may still be alive, but then you'll be left with just EZRA and Ahsoka. As always guys, please do test your counters in Squad Arena, especially if it's a deciding battle in GAC. Because even though these counters do work for me, and I do test them quite a lot before I post the videos, normally I test the counter 20 to 30 times minimum before I make a video, it doesn't mean that it's going to be completely applicable to everyone out there, because not everyone has the same mods, relic levels, who's facing the same opponent as me. So when you guys go into it in Grand Arena, there's going to be Omicrons in play, everything else, so just make sure you test it a couple of times, make sure you feel comfortable with it before you do the battle. Now guys, in terms of whether this works in GAC and Territory Wars, I think in Grand Arena you would be fine, because most of the time people don't even put EZRA with Ahsoka in Grand Arena. So even if they don't, then it's going to be an easy win, I promise you that guys. If they do put EZRA in there, then it just depends on how the team performs. I think it would be fine. It would just depend on how many of those Omicrons that your opponent has. Now in terms of Territory Wars, if you have both the Omicrons, most importantly the Omicron on Hunter, then it would be very easy. If not, then yeah, it could just be the same as the video you're seeing. In terms of the kill order, it just depends on how comfortable you are with the relic levels and mods on your teams. If they are good, go straight for EZRA, and if not, go for Sabine and then Huyang. This will guarantee the cleanup if things go wrong. Now for those of you who are wondering why I'm not using Crosshair in this team, despite using the new Bad Batch, it's mainly because of the Krennic DC giving offense whenever a support gives buffs to your team. So whenever Hunter, Echo, or Omega give a buff to any member of your team, Batcher's gaining that 10% offense, not to mention every stack of target practice is 10% crit damage. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is GLAT, and as always guys, have a glamming day.